Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Now, last time we spoke to Nine Fingers Keen, but for some reason the quest still shows up, so let's give it one more go, see if that resolves the quest, which would be nice. Let's see if this does the trick, or if this is somehow bugged. Come on, Keen.
You have a cult to kill. What do you need from me to do it?
I think we went through that. I need information.
Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab.
Let's go with the second one this time.
We've crossed paths over the years. Two hands trying to steer the city. Just not always in the same direction. Oh, can't stand harpers as a rule, but Jir is the exception. She's only really half a harper at most.
You mean that as a compliment? I am sure.
The same way I'm not just the lowly thief, vagabond, and murderer the Watch and peers would paint me as. I happen to be a fine singer, too.
How's your fight against the Absolute going?
Which part? The Stone Lords hollowed this place out. Half my crews are fled or in hiding. You might have removed Gortash, but Orin's faceless are still circling. When the Absolute's army arrives to wage war on the city, our best hope is to make sure they have no leaders in here willing to open the gates for them.
I'd like to know more about the guild.
Thieves, frauds, and miscreants. If it's just the Watch warrants you're reading. The guild isn't any one thing. We're everything. All the parts of the city the Watch don't want seen, so they push us to the far side of their law. But it's not the Watch that keeps the peace, or gives justice to any Baldurian who asks, whether they can pay for it or not. It's us. If we take a little tribute in return, or tie strings of service to those we help, well, what of it? So long as we're working as one, it all runs quick, quiet, and clean.
That's a very utopian way of saying you're a gang of petty thugs. I trust the guild over the City Watch and Flaming Fist any day. And what is it the guild wants? I think I'm gonna say I trust the guild over the City Watch. Now, I think that's new dialogue. Now, I could be mistaken because I'm gonna be completely transparent here. I started a new save file and played like 15 hours of that between the last recording and now. Simply because I just wanted to go back to the beginning with the knowledge I have now, and I just wanted to experience the first act again. So there's a lot of Baldur's Gate between the last conversation with Keen and now. So maybe I'm mistaken, but I feel like that's a new conversation. I trust the guild over the City Watch and the Flaming Fist any day.
The Watch, the Council, even the Parliament of Peers. They're the clean face they want the world to see. But the guild is the blood. The bone, the gristle, the ugly bits that actually make Baldur's Gate move. We'll be the ones still holding the gate when all those others have fled.
What can I do to help you?
Kill the Absolute, and keep the big bull berserker out of trouble. We'll find out if either of those things is possible.
No, wait, that line seems familiar. And the quest line is still there to talk to Nine Fingers. Man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's give it one more shot. Let's see. I hope this isn't just...
You have a cult to kill.
I hope this isn't...
What do you need from me to do it?
Yeah, that's just the same thing again.
Knowing what I know
let's see. Yeah, that's...
comes at a cost. But let's...
That's the same. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but that seems to be bugged. So that plotline we'll have to abandon for now. Now let's take a look what else we have to do. Free the artist, that's Mystic Carrion. That is the quest line we can't complete right now. Okay. Dribbles the Clown. Okay, so I looked into that as well because it's a large map with various levels and apparently there's 7 body parts, not just 3. So I might just look up where they are just to complete that because to be honest, I don't really just want to wander around aimlessly hoping I stumble upon stuff like this. So, you know, it's I might look up where that is for a side quest. I think that's okay, especially for one where you have to find 5 more body parts in like a lot of different areas, like Worms Crossing, this place, the sewers. Mystic Carrion Servant, right? That's basically the same quest line as this. Good to know, good to know. Personal quest, deal with the devil. I'm not gonna take his offer. Free Orpheus. I also don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to free Orpheus. I'd rather have no illicit transformation on my side, because I really don't see any way in which we don't at least turn, like maybe we turn illicit, or maybe all of us turn illicit. I don't know, because I don't think the Emperor wants to protect us from that. I mean, he tried to convince us to become illicit, so if we destroy Orpheus, like if we free Orpheus or whatever happens there, I don't think we're gonna get away without being like somewhat illicit at some point, and I don't want to do that. Same as that, I don't want to do the Astral Touch Tadpole. So those 3, I'm not sure if I even want to do those. Then Fiery Friend, we've learned Gortash is currently being ordained as Archduke of Baldur's Gate. This could be Karlach's chance to confront him, so that's the Gortash battle. Githyanki Warrior is going to have to wait until we've defeated Oren, since Lae'zel is currently captured. And of course we need thieves' tools to do this. We need to buy them somewhere. So there isn't really that much left to do before we are really and truly in the end game. Let's see. Let's go to Heapside Strand. Let's go there. That's near Carrion. That's near the Sorcerer's Sundries. So I might just try to find thieves' tools somewhere, and hopefully I can break open that door, since we can't smash it open, sadly. Yeah, let's see. Okay, maybe I'll wait for this to load in. Guess we'll see. Let's take a look on the map. Do we have any shopkeepers here? There's a guild hall entrance. Right, there's Tolna's office. Okay, this is taking a while to load in. 1 second. This is looking a bit better. I mean, we can
has got to be paying them
just blindly look around as well if we want to. Can we not reach that? Is that inside the building? Oh, that's inside the building, I guess. That makes sense. Okay. It's a bit disorienting when nothing is properly loaded in. What else is going on around here? Do we have any... I would like some merchants to buy stuff from, to be honest, like thieves' tools. Do we have any on the map anywhere near us? Merchants. Or maybe we find them in buildings or something. What's this? This is right, that's Orin stuff. That's the Diabolist. Okay, there isn't really a lot here merchant-wise. Maybe that's just not loaded in. Oh well, let's look around, I guess. Oh, this is
Right. Here's one.
right. Since I'm not the character on my new save file, I'm gonna use Karlach to smash that door open. Because my okay, that door wasn't marked red, but sure, okay. If you don't want me in there, are there any other options to get in there? I don't know if it's necessary to get in there in the first place, but I guess I'll look at the other options first. What's in here? Is this just...
Looking ahead.
Is this just completely broken down on the inside? Oh, this is a completely ruined building, huh?
With the evil works of
Okay. Okay.
I've heard of
Where
them.
else can we go?
Everyone knows the guild.
That's just an
They're
outhouse.
not bad if you know how to work them.
No, you mustn't.
Minsk means to
The city
do
is
no
full of criminals.
work.
We can't let them know
When
we're
he
coming.
breaks
Is
the
that a way to...
guildmaster, It will be for the fun of it alone.
Pear Tree House, what is this?
The humble home of Frank Peartree.
Damn, it's good
We
to be
can break the
alive.
wall down. I'm sure we can
Try
do
and
that.
fix it.
That works. There we go.
No time to rest.
I think exploring is a good idea, since we haven't found the zombie yet.
Certain to-
And we've been outside everywhere, so maybe in buildings?
What's that?
Frank Peartree is in here, dead. That's unfortunate. Is that one of the, Oh, is that one of the assassination victims that we could have gone to before we found everything? What do we have here? There's a letter, bloodied note. Read. This scrap of bloody paper is scrawled in an erratic, excitable hand. You've been picking where you shouldn't, Peartree. Placing the lordlings' fire spitters throughout my city. Disgusting. They leave no blood. There's no art to it at all. Just burnt ash and corpse cinder. I walk through your basement here as I pen this. It's rather large, roomy. They'd never find all the bits of you if I spread them out here properly. Okay. And they found there's loose board here. We can look into that soon. Let's take a look at this. Anything good in there? It's just a hand crossbow. Let's send it to camp. There we go. Wooden barrel. Anything in here? No. Bottle racks. Nope. Nope. Okay. Absolute symbols. Shabby wardrobe. Just regular old clothes. That's Frank Peartree himself. Bloodstained parchment. Ah, okay, it's just to read it anyways. Messy splatters of deep red, brown adorn this scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the dread Lord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as a murder by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof for the killing. Walk in blood, aspirant. Duke Belin Stelmane, Elfsong Tavern, killed. Father Logan, Open Hand Temple, killed. Dribbles the Clown, killed. Alexander Rainforest, killed. Frank Peartree, killed. Cora Highberry, not killed yet. Figaro Pennygood, Chief Revere, Nesha Lisha, Vary Van Thumpor, and Frederick Hune. Okay, so we have killed the person responsible for this, so that's all fine. Anything in the rows of books that we could use? It's Order of the Gauntlet on matters of law and justice. Let's read it. Good is the absence of evil. It means to seek peace and to enforce it. It means to seek depravity and to denounce it. And it means to trust in your God and yourself, for the greatest good of all is called faith. Goodness is not lawfulness. Law is commandment of God or of mortals. It is the call of authority and the sanction of its opponents. Law is the father of order. To renounce it is to invite chaos, in which there is neither meaning nor life. Law can be corrupted. Lawfulness is not goodness. I say to you then that we seek not to be good or to be lawful, but to be just. For what is it to be good if we cannot define the acts that oppose it? What is it to be lawful if it is at devil's commands we obey? Justice is the hand that feeds the hungry, and the shield that guards the weak. It is the sword that fells the wicked, and the cloak that warms the indignant. It is for justice that the Order of the Gauntlet stands watch. It is justice that Tyr and Torm, Helm and Hor demand. Okay. The other book row? Ah. Hatchkey. Okay. Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast, Volume 9, Inns and Guest Houses. Have we read that one before? With the dust of their journey still clinging to boot and cloak, the canny traveler will no doubt seek to secure accommodation within the city post-haste. Below are some establishments that are typical of what the city has to offer. The Blade and Stars, easily identified by its sign, a wooden shield boasting a curved blade against a field of stars. A handwritten scroll in its margins notes that the sign is currently not in place. The inn is comfortable, quiet, and highly recommended for travelers seeking to recuperate from their journey. Expect unassuming fare at a reasonable price, moderately clean rooms, and passably clean patrons. The Blushing Mermaid. For those seeking an altogether rowdier night in the city, the Blushing Mermaid should be the first port of call. Named for the life-sized wooden mermaid on display, this inn is known for its ill-reputed patrons, frequent brawls, and altogether unsavory reputation. Nevertheless, I feature it here owing to great interest from my readership. I can only advise that you exercise extreme vigilance should you choose this establishment. Elf Song Tavern. Most of this passage is illegible due to water damage, apart from the words and phrases nearest to the inner margins. Dimly lit, proprietor Alan, disembodied elvish singing voice. Okay. Let me get to the hatch real quick. Oh wait, that's a loose plank. Chest key.
The city is full of criminals.
Okay, where's the hatch? Where's the... That's loose planks. Do we not have a hatch here to go down? Is it maybe on the outside or something? Like in an outbuilding or something like that? Oh, there's a merchant here. There's multiple merchants here.
My God! Is that Fitz?
Carlac Cliffgate? That can't possibly be you, can it?
Fitz! If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Where the hells have you been, girl? Last I heard you'd run off to Neverwinter, and that was what? 10 years ago?
Neverwinter. Who told you that?
Gortash. Said you didn't even give notice.
Ha! That prick, but... Never mind that. Look at you. The years have been good to you.
I won't lie. They have.
Let them catch up uninterrupted. Care to introduce me to your friend, Karlak? We need to move on. I'll let them catch up a little bit.
Well, go on, girl. Tell me everything.
First thing first, you saw the news, didn't you? About Archduke Gortash.
Right? Oh, I'm sure the fox will make a great duke of the hen house.
I think you were the only thing that kept him a little honest. After you left, things got dark, fast. I got out while my soul was still intact. Started working for an arms merchant. Still in the trade, as you can see. Met my fella Gregor that way. Been together 8 years now. And Karlak, we've a little one on the way.
Fitz! That's incredible! Congratulations! Mum life, huh? You're going to be incredible.
Gods, I hope so. Even after all these years, it seemed to happen so fast. But now that you're back in town, you must come to ours. All of you. We'll have a good supper, catch up. You can meet Gregor. And the little one. In a few months. Are the two of you together?
Ew, no. Just mates. Very good mates.
Oh, that's lovely. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Was that you
I
necessary?
can't tell you how good it is to see you, Fitz.
Okay.
I'd love to come have dinner with you and Gregor. We're in the city on some urgent business, but can I come find you when it's all settled?
I'd love that. Meanwhile, if you're still in the business of intimidation, you should take a look at my stock.
Let's take a look at your stock here. What do we have? Ooh, smoke powder arrow. I'll take... Wait, how much for the 7 of them? 800 something. That's quite a bit, isn't it? But, it's just a morning star. Okay. So I think... I mean, those smoke powder arrows are very good. Let's maybe split them. Let's make it 4. Let's take 4 of those. That's better. You don't have thieves' tools, sadly. That's a shame, and I think... Well, we don't need the arrow of dragon slaying anymore, hopefully. So, okay, what else do we have? Just some arrows. Yeah, we probably have plenty of most of those arrows at this point. Well, maybe an arrow of Yeah, let's get some arrows of transportation. I think that's a good idea to have. Salving, we don't really use that all that much. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Great to have you back, Karlach.
Gloomy
What's up for discussion?
Fentonson? Let's see what you have to say here.
You in need of protection, friend? Huh. What am I saying? Everyone's in need of protection. Don't be shy. This armor can't keep you alive if it's sitting here with me.
Let me have a look at what you have. Okay, there's some interesting armor here. Let's see. I mean, there's a shield. That's light armor. I do prefer the one I have. Plus, of course, you know, it's expensive. So let's see, do we have anything we need? I think, you know, I'm not really rolling with a lot of people that wear armor. Splint armor, that's heavy armor, but Minsk probably has better heavy armor on him right now.
Another dungeon.
Plus 19, yeah, that's a pretty damn good one, I'd say. Medium armor, heavy armor, 20? But also very expensive. Exceptional plate. You can take 2 less damage. You take 2 less damage from slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning sources. Disadvantage on stealth checks. I think this one is probably still better. But yeah, I mean, it's cool and all, but oh my god, 4,640. Medium armor. Yeah, no, there's some cool armor in here, but I think we're pretty much decked out. Yeah, we don't really have any need for medium armor at the moment.
The way I see
And the heavy armor is...
you've got the folk who invest in quality armor. And you've got the corpses who try to play it cheap.
Sure thing, bud. Okay, but what we need is thieves' tools. Karlach.
Hope that wasn't a lie. I hope we do get to meet up with Fitz when this is all over. First step, save the city. Then, save myself. And last but not least, dinner with an old friend. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, sounds nice. We still have to solve the infernal engine problem, but hopefully we can find something, though at this point nothing has presented itself yet, sadly. What is this place? Find ingredients here. Doesn't sound like it's gonna be thieves' tools in here, but what can you do? 2 shops though. Apothecary, okay.
Yes, love.
Not like that, you...
It's Bone Cloaks. I'm Balin. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We sell all sorts of ingredients and goods.
Go on, Balin. Get on with it then.
Can we not buy ingredients and goods?
I've got to finish this now. Bye.
Okay.
It's you. I never forget a face.
We've met.
Noble stock is why the customers came. We were out in our arses soon enough without it. Too bad my worthless fella couldn't get one simple thing right in his life.
Right, I remember. In the Underdark, right? Was that in the Underdark? I think so, yeah. I think we rescued the guy in the Underdark. That was a long time ago for me, and I'm not that far in my new playthrough yet, so I'd like to trade. Are you glad to be back in Baldur's Gate? How are you getting on? Are you glad to be back?
Oh, sure. Cultists on the loose, a murderer hacking people to bits, and big metal freaks stomping hither, thither, and yon.
Well, no
Couldn't be
more
more delighted.
metal guys. We've taken care of those. How are you getting on?
He's wrecking my head as always. Makes himself useful with a broom from time to time at least.
Okay, I'd like to trade.
Go on then.
Okay, what do you have? You have potions, alchemist's fire. Let's take some of that. I like some alchemist's fire. Healing word and mass healing word. I like the black tentacles that I get. Scroll of burning hands, scroll of featherfall, corrosive flail. Yeah, let's get the superior healing and that healing as well. I think that's good to have. Radiant resistance hasn't really come into play all that much. Other than that, I think we're good. Tarnished ring, no. Did we sell some of that to her in the Underdark? Might be the case. I still need thieves' tools. Come on, let's... Wait, what's upstairs? Can we go upstairs? Anything in here? Anything of interest? We are allowed in here. Ah, okay, so this was just a bug that the floor was completely blacked out, okay. I'm not gonna steal the stuff here. There isn't really anything of note here. The journal, we can read it. We can read it. Dumathoin, take the man. I thought when we got back to the city and were in familiar surroundings again that he'd mellow a bit and regain some focus. But no, he's as fuddled as ever. The old tarantula and even more short-tempered about it than in the Underdark. He needs my help, and he hates that. Always has. I won't take it anymore. If he hits me again, he's going to find some wyvern toxin in his porridge the next morning. Walk shit. Did I actually write those words? I'd better hide this. Well, yeah, that's a smart thing to just write down, okay? Let's keep going. I need some merchant who sells thieves' tools. I don't know where that would be. I don't think we have any at camp, because I think I just kept them on me, because, you know, I'm good at sleight of hand. So, yeah, keep casting spells over there. I'm definitely gonna have to trim this down. And I'm just gonna cut in when I find something of note. Locked doors.
Older than me, and I sell more broadsheets. My fiance. Here's a tip.
Latest Baldur's Mouth edition. Oh, dynamite. That Lord God.
Is that a zombie we haven't talked to yet?
Arms for the poor?
Yeah, I think we haven't talked to them yet.
Hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The same that tainted mystic Carrion's chambers. This is one of his runaway servants.
Maybe we get another hint that will allow us to find the runaway zombie, not skeleton.
Anything you can spare for a humble beggar?
Have you seen Thrumbo? Mr. Carrion is looking for him. Cut the act, tell me where Thrumbo is hiding, attack or leave. Have you seen Thrumbo?
Thrumbo? Is he in trouble?
Deception. You're protecting your friend, I understand, but you can trust me, I promise. I mean, I'm not planning on handing him over. Wow, that's some nice bonuses, plus 14. Rogue intimidation. Tell me or spend the rest of your miserable existence waiting for my knife to slit your throat. Persuasion. Tell me what you remember and I might be able to find him for you. Would a donation to your escape fund reassure you? I mean, that sounds nice. But I don't know if he'll buy it. Let's do deception. Yeah, let's do deception. Sure, add friends and guidance to it. Why not? Let's make it as overkill as it can be. There we go. Now how high can we push that? There we go. A nice 30 on a 15.
You do seem the honest type. I can always tell.
Thumbo had a plan. He was going to find us and the
abandoned house. Somewhere to hide away from carrion.
Okay, so in a building. Okay, that's good to know. So, what are the hints we've gotten for the zombies? Okay. Thrumbo was looking for an abandoned house for them to hide in. Thrumbo told him that wardrobes are good hiding place. Okay, so in a house in a wardrobe. We found the zombie Morbus. He told us that Thrumbo's meeting point for them was down the stairs across the sand. So near the beach, I suppose. We found the zombie Lumbar. He told us that Thrumbo was going to get a boat. He must be hiding somewhere near the water. Okay, so down the stairs across the sand, near the water, obviously in an abandoned house. Probably hiding in a wardrobe. In the house, in a heartbeat with zombies and all that. We agreed to bring Thrumbo's body back to Mr. Carrion. He told us that Thrumbo has 3 other zombie companions. If we find them, they might be able to tell us where Thrumbo went. We met Mr. Carrion, who promised to reward us if we bring back the body of one of his zombie servants, Thrumbo. Somewhere in the lower city. Okay, I guess let's go back to the Heathside Strand. Let's do that first. So where would that be? Like, boats are... There's not really any regular abandoned buildings here. This is just fancy stuff. This is the lodge, so that's not an abandoned building. Singing Lute, it's not an abandoned building. This one, I don't know what that is. Could be this one. But there aren't any boats around, so maybe not. There's the Philgrave's mansion itself. Like, that only leaves those, right? Down here. This one we've looked at. Okay, let's see. I mean, the one door should be weakened. Maybe maybe we can hit it with someone else and break it open, and that's -5 for someone else and not Karlak. Maybe that will not lead to a fight or something. Maybe Minsk can bash open a door. I mean, I'm sure he can. Is this the... This is just a shabby wardrobe. Okay, that's just some clothes. Okay, weird way to have this set up here. Strange, but I've been in here before. Right, just some alchemy ingredients. Okay, so let's see. Somewhere, maybe. Is it maybe just down there? Let me quickly see. Can we go around there quickly?